Alabama is at Florida State, Saturday, 3:30, ABC. Joe Tess on the call, power rated number 1 in the Pate State play-by-play ratings. We'll see if he holds on to it. It's hard to get a read on Florida State for obvious reasons. So, I mean, what are you expecting from them? I got loose ideas. I don't think anyone knows what to expect. Like, I certainly don't think they're back to their vintage 2023 ways or anything like that. But it's just hard. I mean, you got Gus Malzahn, the offensive coordinator there now. You got Tony White, the defensive coordinator. Probably the most important coordinator hire that was made is Ryan Grubb for Alabama out of all of them. And we get to see them all on display here. It's the dawn of the Ty Simpson era at quarterback for Bama. It's the dawn of the Tommy Castellanos era. How many are going to go soft on the L's? Remains to be seen. Another good, solid FanDuel prop bet there. There is a world where this game is fundamental. So for the record, Bama's a 13.5-point favorite right now, with good reason. So there's a world, in the interest of predicting this game, where it doesn't take long. And there's a world where this thing becomes really fundamental. Florida State doesn't know their defensive identity, and that becomes obvious early. Bama is fully in touch with their offensive identity, and that becomes obvious earlier. They outman Florida State. They can just lean on them. They can take their pick. It's really good balance. Play action games working. Bama ground games working. It's a good plan for Ty Simpson. They get several pass catchers involved. Take the crowd out of it. That's one possible way this game goes. That's the way Bama wins 42-17 or something like that. But that's not fun. So a lot of times, if you're new around here, what we'll do on these double-digit type spreads, these 2+ touchdown or thereabout type spreads, is we will just acknowledge there's a reason some teams favored by double digits. We'll ask ourselves, do we think there's a shot that the underdog can win outright? And yes, there is an outside shot that Florida State could win this game outright, or we wouldn't be talking about it on the show. So what we like to do with the game breakdown is we like to ask, what would that scenario be? Not to see Florida State cover. What would the scenario be if Florida State actually won this game? And I think it's pretty clear. I think it would be Gus Malzahn pulling a Vanderbilt 2.0. Hey, really quick timeout. We'll get right back to the video. Do me one favor. Make sure you're subscribed. It helps us keep the show free. It helps us keep the lights on. It helps us keep doing college football year-round, and we appreciate it. All right, back to the video. Quarterback runs, kill Bama. Quarterback scrambles on broken plays, kill Bama. The just mobile quarterback problem in general continues to bite them. The option game is lethal. Third down is a nightmare. Do you remember that Vandy game last year? Paper popper of a stat here. Vandy was 12 of 18 on third down. Bama can 18 third down attempts is like half a month. If you got a bye, it could be a whole month. Vandy had it in one afternoon. They led 23-14 at the half. They beat them 40-35. This is the type of game with Bama folks thinking their defense is as improved as we think it is, where they're saying, oh, I think we'll win 35-13, sort of, 38-17. Well, the way this goes sideways is Malzahn puts you in a blender in the first half. He's been cooking something up all spring and summer, and he pops it on you, and it's 20-17 at halftime already. And then the second half continues to play according to script. A couple of interesting subplots here in the interest of just talking about all the ways this game could go. There is also a world where Bama wins the game, but there are all kind of red flags on it. Kicking could be one of those. I'm not very comfortable with the Bama kicking situation right now. What if Bama wins the game, but penalties are a chronic issue? Because that was a chronic issue for them last year. There could also be a scenario, I'm not trying to preach moral victory here for you, but Florida State, if they lose the game 38-10, that's not good. That's not good beyond just week one. What if it's 24-23? Really, really hard fought, just dogfight of a game. They're up 23-21. Speaking of the Bama kicking game, like maybe Bama hits a field goal at the buzzer. Quarterback Tommy Castellanos backs up all the talking over the summer. That actually gives me a warm, fuzzy feeling about Florida State moving forward. So you can't just tell me they win or they lose. I got to know how it plays out. Let's take a look at what the model thinks. The FanDuel number right now is Bama minus 13.5. Model misled us badly on Florida State last year, so let it be known. The model did not sink its teeth into Florida State's issues until way too late in the year. Models got Bama minus 12. I fundamentally disagree. I think there is an interesting way to bet this game if you're so inclined. And I may talk about it on Friday Night Lines at Josh Pate CFB on Instagram Live. But as for the whole game, I'm taking Bama to win. I'm taking Alabama to cover. I think they win the thing by 16, 17 plus, something like that. But I don't know that that's how the game starts. I'll just leave it at that for now.